Cowboys and Elves. 5. Slim Jones was hung over, and when he got on his horse, Miracle, his head hurt so bad he almost got off. He was tall and well-built, with a slight, scruffy but determined look, piercing dark eyes and short black hair, tall black boots, gray felt hat, elk-hide chinks that he had made. He was having a hard time in the world right now. Wife had left him. His best cow-dog had decided he'd rather live with her. His truck had caught fire and burned to a crisp, and his old pard, Terry Mika, had not come home last night. Terry was like his adopted grandma. When his boss sent him out to check the lower basin for strays, he felt pretty low. Lower basin was a swamp piece that the wild cows and moose utilized. He rode into the area, had a quick scout around, and started tracking cattle. He came out to a wide meadow and got a bit dizzy, rubbed his eyes, and when he looked up, he was no longer in a swamp, but in an alpine forest. What the hell? Slim rode a while and pondered how he'd gotten so lost. His head hurt pretty bad, so he decided to get off and take a rest. He hobbled Miracle and put his back to a tree and pulled his hat down over his eyes. When he awoke, someone was tapping on his boot. He pushed his hat up to see 4 persons standing there. The one tapping on his boot was doing so with a drawn, curved sword. This brought Slim fully awake. These people were wearing dark clothing, and they were very foreign-looking, young and tall. The one with the sword held it in his left hand, his right hand gone at the wrist. They looked very serious. Slim said hopefully, "Hey, boys, party tonight?" The one with the drawn sword looked at his fellows and said a sentence in a strange language. One of them took out a horn made from a bull and blew on it. This caused Slim to cover his ears and squint up his eyes as the sound went straight through his hungover brain. "Oh, man, pards, can we not do that?" The one with the sword smiled, recognizing perhaps Slim's state. He tapped at him to get up. One of them handed him the reins of Miracle. 3 more of these strange people rode over the hill, riding gray horses and leading 4 unmounted. However, Slim noticed the horses had nothing on them. They mounted up and gestured to Slim to get on. "Heck, boys, Miracle's going to turn loose on me." However, he had little choice. He took off the hobbles, turned back Miracle's head, and the little bay horse whickered ominously, and then he humped up. "Man, don't feel like getting throwed about now." However, the sword was still in the hand of the stranger, and he pointed at Slim to get on his horse. 2 things happened. Miracle bowed his head and commenced bucking, and a dragon flew over the hill towards them. Miracle could buck, but at the sight of the dragon took off straight running as he thought it was the best use of himself. Slim stayed on. He was an accomplished horseman. He shouted "whoa" once till he noticed the dragon. Then all he could do was encourage Miracle to run like the wind blows. The 7 strangers scattered. Now Miracle could run, and he made the forest cover and was out of sight pretty darn quick, and the 7 lost track of Slim while outrunning the dragon. Slim wandered in the forest a while, getting more uneasy as he did so. What the hell had just happened? Did he actually see a flying dragon? He got out his bottle of courage and started swigging a sip or 2 till he felt almost normal. Then he passed out, fell off Miracle, and face planted at the base of a big tree. When he came to, 2 more of these strange folk were facing him. They were pointing drawn bows at him, dressed in shades of green. One was a female, and Slim rubbed his eyes at her beauty. She had long dark hair and gray eyes. He took his hat off, then winked. Though in his drunk state it came across rather poorly. She frowned at him rather disgustedly. The bowstring was pulled tighter. Slim put up his hands. "I give up," he told her. "Who or what is this?" said Esty. Her companion answered, "I believe in a tawny, and he has been drinking some kind of strong spirit." Slim watched them, growing dizzy. "What language is this?" she asked her companion. "I know not. What shall we do with him?" There was a sudden crashing of trees and a burst of flame. The dragon was coming. The 2 in green vanished into the forest. Miracle took off, abandoning Slim to his fate. Slim found himself dizzily looking into the green-gold eyes of the dragon. He got out his bottle and took a deep swig. The dragon spoke to him, mind to mind. "That will not help." "Oh, hell," Slim said. "I've gone crazy." "Where is your companion?" the dragon asked. Well, sir, I'm alone, as it were, except for Miracle, but he run off." The dragon's tongue flicked out. Horse is very good to eat." "Well, have at him, if you can catch him, but I bet he'll be as tough as an old boot." "My master's looking for your companion. It would be better for you if you revealed her whereabouts." Slim took a swig of whiskey and then wondered if he was too drunk to pull out his revolver and shoot the dragon in the head. The dragon sighed. "Yes, you are too intoxicated to do that. Tell me, and I'll let you go. If you do not, perhaps you won't be as tough as an old boot." The dragon smiled, revealing rows of big, sharp teeth. "Go ahead, eat me. I got nothing to live for after my wife left me and took my dog and my truck burned up, and I'm heaven knows where, and I think I've lost my mind." The dragon stated, "Too bad, but I have no idea what you're talking about." Slim pulled out his granddad's pocket watch and looked at the time. He wasn't sure why he did this. The watch had stopped working. The dragon at once became curious. "What is that in your hand?" Slim told him, "This here's my granddad's gold pocket watch." The dragon's eyes slitted. Slim got an idea. He shakily stood up and put his hand out to lean on the tree. "Look, I'll make you a wager. You play a hand of poker with me, and if I win, you let me go. If you win, I'll give you my watch and try and help you find my supposed companion, or you can eat me. Preferably the latter, as I'm really hung over." "Teach me this game," said the dragon. Out of Slim's pocket came a deck of cards, and Slim went over the game of draw with the dragon, who understood the principles quickly. "Okay, we won't ante. I'll shuffle. Can you cut the deck?" The dragon did so with the dexterity of his front claws the size of kitchen knives. Slim dealt out 5 cards each. Slim looked at his cards in a blurry haze. Heck, aces and eights. Figures, he thought to himself. He discarded a 2 of hearts face down, then looked at the dragon. The dragon held his cards carefully in his claws. He also discarded 1, with a pincher-like movement of his other hand's claws. Then they looked each other in the eye and laid the cards down. Slim had 3 aces and 2 eights. The dragon had a pair of 2s, a pair of 5s, and a jack. The dragon studied the cards and was about to look up when Slim pulled his revolver and shot him in the left eye, then turned and ran for his life as he heard the dragon's death throes crashing about behind him. He ran clumsily as his boots were made for riding. He thought, "I've lost my mind. Or I've fallen off Miracle and hit my head and I'm unconscious."